Hey guys, it's Morah Mushkie again. Welcome back. Today we're going to be making not something that you can eat, but something that you can play with. And it's actually called Play-Doh. So I know friends have probably played with this before in school, and maybe you even have the kind of Play-Doh that in your house that comes in those little yellow containers with the colored tops. So today we're going to make one that you can make almost all by yourself at home, except you need the help of a grown-up for one important part, the hot water. There's another way of making Play-Doh where you can cook it on the stove, so if you do that way, you also need the help of a grown-up, but all the ingredients and all the mixing, friends can do. When the hot water comes, that's when you need a grown-up, and you need a grown-up to help you mix that part also. So we have 4 colors here. We're going to try to see if we have enough to make Play-Doh in all of these colors, and then we'll even do some mixing to see which kind of colors we can make. So we have red, blue, green, and yellow. So those are over here. Think about, while we're making it, think about what kind of colors you think we can get with those 4 colors. We can mix them, make some different combinations. But for now, let's start. So I have my recipe over here. And it tells me everything that I need to put in. So it says 2 cups of flour. Got that over here. Half a cup of salt over here. And 2 tablespoons of cream of tartar. That's kind of like a spice. That's over here. 2 tablespoons of oil. Over here, 1.5 cups of boiling water, that's in here, careful for touching that, and the food coloring, that's these little things over here. And these are my boards that we're going to mix each color on. I also have some gloves here that I'm going to use so the color doesn't get on my hands. And then after we're done, I'll show you some things that you can probably find inside your house that you can use to play with the Play-Doh. Because in school we have some special toys to play with Play-Doh. We have special rolling pins and cutters and all the different shapes and things that we put inside, so it makes it really fun. So you might be wondering what you have inside your house that you can still use with the Play-Doh and it can still be fun. Don't worry, I'll show you. So first, let's make the Play-Doh. We want to put in 2 cups of flour. So this is my cup measure. It says on here, 1 cup. So I'm going to want to fill it all the way up and pour it in the bowl, and then do that again so I can get 2 cups. So see, I want to get it just the top, but not more than that. All right, let's go a little bit back in. All right, how's that look, guys? 1 cup, and all right, almost at the top, just a little more, 2 cups. Okay, there we go. That's our flour. So I'll close up the flour so it stays nice and fresh. And see you later, flour. Alright, so flour is really the main ingredient in Play-Doh. That's why there's so much of it. You see our bowl's already like half full. Let's see what else we're going to need. We need half a cup of salt. That's probably more salt than you've ever put in anything before, because usually when you cook or you bake, you only need like a teaspoon or something like that of salt. But Play-Doh is not really a food, so that's why it needs so much salt. If you would eat Play-Doh, it wouldn't taste very yummy, because it has so much salt in it. It would be super, super salty. That's why Play-Doh is just for playing with. If you get a little bit in your mouth by accident, no worries, but it's not good to eat too much. It'll hurt your tummy. All right, here is half a cup of salt, so we'll pour that in. And get that all out. See you later, salt. Okay, now we need the 2 tablespoons of cream of tartar. So the tablespoon is the biggest one out of all the spoons here on my measuring spoon ring. So I want to fill this up twice. So let me open it up. This is brand new, so I got to take off the freshness seal on the inside. And if you have a really big one with a big opening, you can put your spoon measure inside there and get it out. But mine doesn't fit, so I'm going to pour it in. Here's the cream of tartar. This is also a super important ingredient in Play-Doh. It makes it nice and soft and squishy. Okay, 1, and almost full up. A little more. There we go. 2. Okay, 1 more ingredient, and then it'll be time to mix. So, see you later, cream of tartar. Okay, So actually, you may be noticing in your bowl that all the ingredients here kind of look the same color. They're almost all white or very pale, but don't worry, soon we'll be adding the colors to it, and then you'll see it will change. Okay, now we need 2 tablespoons of oil. So we're using the same measuring spoon as the cream of tartar, and we're going to do the same thing like before. Fill it up, pour it in, fill it up, pour it in twice. 1 and 2. There we go. Close up the oil. See you later, oil. And we're actually done with the measuring spoons also, so see you later, measuring spoons. Okay, now we want to mix it up with our mixing spoon. So just mix it together. Don't worry about all the flour and all the little things being mixed in. You just want it to, all the ingredients to get a chance to say hi to each other. So mix it up till it's mostly mixed in. And then comes the part that you need grown up for. You want to put in 1.5 cups of boiling water. That means super hot water. So the water in here came from the kettle. Well, this is a kettle. And I just took it off of the base. That means just finished boiling. So it's super hot. I'm going to be really careful. So if you want to just make 1 color of Play-Doh, you can put the food coloring straight into the boiling water before you pour it in. But we want to make 4 different colors. So we're just going to put in the water straight away. And then after it's cooled down a little bit, we are going to pour in the food coloring. All right, so let's go for it. Ready? Grown-ups ready? All right, let's go. This is 1 cup, and we need 1.5. 1 cup. You see the steam rising from the water? That means it's super hot. Children need to be super careful with this one. 1, and now we need 1/2. The reason that we're using boiling water is because Play-Doh likes to cook. That's what makes it stay hard and not fall apart. So you could do it on a stove, or you can do this kind that has hot water already in there. So if you put it on a stove, you put regular water in, like cold or lukewarm, and then the fire on the stove will make the water hot and it will cook it. But now we're putting in hot water, so it's already hot. That's what's going to cook the Play-Doh. All right, we'll mix it carefully so the water doesn't come out. Remember, the water is still hot, so we still want to have grown-ups help for this part, and we want to make sure that we're staying safe and not touching the water or touching the Play-Doh, because right now it's pretty hot. So I'm mixing it, and I'm noticing it's starting to look a little more like a dough. Before it was just like powdery flour, and now it's looking more and more like a dough. It's not ready just yet. It's also a bit of a boring color, right? I think we need to add some color to it. So mix it until all the flour is mixed in. You want to make sure that all the flour from the bottom is in there. Well, some of the flour came out of my bowl. That's okay. So I want to keep on mixing and keep on mixing. And oh, there's a little bit of flour left at the bottom of my bowl. I want to try to get it all in. Hey, you know what this color reminds me of? It kind of looks like matzah dough. But after matzah is baked, it gets a little bit of brown on the edges, right? Or little brown dots where you prick it. So this is different from matzah. But you know what's similar? The similarity between Play-Doh and matzah is that matzah also has flour and matzah also has water. But the difference is that Play-Doh has a few other ingredients also to make it super soft. It has salt and cream of tartar and oil and usually food coloring, though that doesn't make it soft. And matzah only has flour and water. That's it. Just those 2. The other difference is that after you finish cooking Play-Doh or putting the hot water in and mixing it, you don't put it in the oven. But matzah, you put it in the oven until it gets super baked and crispy. Okay, I think we are ready for the next step here, because this is pretty mixed. So, if you're making this at home, you may want to wait a little bit for it to cool off, but I think mine's cooled off enough already. So I'm going to make some space here. Stack up the measuring cups and sit down with them. See you later. And I'm going to get our boards ready. We want to do 4 different colors of Play-Doh. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. And we also have our 4 colors. So I'm going to put on some gloves now so that the color doesn't stain my hands. And I'm going to divide the dough up, and we're going to put the same amount on each one. So we're going to divide the dough into 4 pieces. Each board is going to have 1/4 of the whole dough. Okay, it feels nice and warm, but not too hot. If your dough is too soft after this step, you can add a little more flour, but it should be okay. All right, so here's my whole dough. Okay, now I'm going to break it into 2. About even? Yeah, it's about even. And then break each of those 2 into 2 again. All right, that looks good. So now we have our Play-Doh, but it's still a pretty boring color. So now this is where the food coloring comes in. We want to add some color to it. Just a little bit though, because this food coloring is super strong. You only need a little bit for it to work. So I'm going to put 1 drop or 2 on top here. All right, now watch what happens when we mix. Mix. Actually, it's kind of like kneading challah dough, right? Knead the Play-Doh. Look what's happening to the color. It's getting mixed through the whole thing. Okay. What color is coming onto our Play-Doh? Okay, is this orange or yellow? This looks pretty cool. So you just keep on mixing it. Mix and mix and mix and mix until the color gets mixed all the way through. Knead the Play-Doh. Still pretty warm now, so this may still be a job for a grown-up. But if you let it cool down, then children can do this part too. Feels nice and soft. Okay, so now it's kneaded and the color's mixed in. We only put a little bit of yellow here, so it's a pretty light color. But I'm going to leave it like that because I think we might want to add another color to it later. Okay, so now we're ready for the next one. How about a red? Should we put some red on? Put that there. If you want, you can flatten it out and there's more space. Just a few drops of the red. All right. Can't see the red, but guess what happens when we knead it? It's going to come through. Oh, here it is. Knead the Play-Doh. Knead the Play-Doh. Knead the Play-Doh till it's all mixed in. Okay, this is getting to look pretty interesting. So you still want to mix it a little more till the color is all mixed through, because now there's some spots that are the old color. It was kind of like a white or a beige, and some are still red. So you want to keep on mixing like this, squishing it and mixing it until it's all mixed in. This is like a light kind of red. It's almost like a pink, actually. Okay, so that one looks pretty good. Still a pretty light color. If you want a dark color, you can add some more. Now let's do some blue. Let's add some blue here and see what happens. I'll add a little more to see what it's like when there's a lot of food coloring and it's a darker color. Okay, oh, you can see the blue right away. It popped right through. So we're kneading it and mixing it in so it gets all incorporated, all the food coloring gets to all the parts of the Play-Doh. We added a lot of the food coloring to this one so you could really, really see the color. There we go. Yep, this one is definitely blue. So needed just a little more. I think we could do it for 5 and then we'll be done. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, yeah, that looks good. So here we go. The last color that we didn't try yet is, who knows what color that is? Green. Hey, the boards here are green too, but this is a light green and this one's a bit of a darker green. So let's see what color this Play-Doh turns into. So, green, green, green. What do you think? Should we do a lighter green or a darker green like we did the dark blue? I think we can do a darker green. It would be cool to see how it turns out. Okay. Let's mix up our green. Hey, it's coming through. I see it. Green, green, green. Hey, I wonder if you guys can look out around your house and see anything else that's green. Well, I see a green board. Hey, on the oil that we used before, there's some green letters and green pictures. What else do I see? Hey, there's some green on my shirt, on the Morah train shirt. And there's green on the box of gloves. What do you see that's green in your house? I wonder. And I see some green coming here on the Play-Doh. This one, even though we did put a lot of green, it's actually still pretty light. So I guess if you want a really dark green, you can put a lot of color in your Play-Doh. But you can always add more color after you're playing with it for a while. If you play with it and you decide, yeah, I need some more green, I want to change the color, you can always add more color. And then it'll get darker or brighter, or it can change to a totally different color. All right, now that we have all our colors, that is what we added the food coloring to, let's see if we can mix two colors together and make a brand new color. Should we start with our yellow? Okay, that's what we did first. So, well, the yellow is already super cooled down. So first I'll add some more yellow. It's funny, it looks actually orange or even red, but when you mix it through, it's really yellow. All right, we'll just mix this through a little bit. So what color do you think we should add to this? I'm wondering, because what can we mix together to make a new color? Yellow and green doesn't really make such a different color. What about yellow and blue? What could that make? Oh, that makes green, right? But we already have a green. Okay, so let's think. What can we make that we don't have yet? How about yellow and red? Should we try that? Okay, let's see. So we already mixed in some more of the yellow. So it looks a little more yellow than before. Before it was a very light yellow. Now it looks more like a regular yellow. So let's mix in a little bit of the red. Let's see what happens. I don't know what it's going to be. So mix, 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 mix. I see some red here. For now it just looks like red, but if we keep mixing it, I wonder if it's going to be a different color. Or maybe the red will just be too strong and it'll just turn the whole thing red. I don't know, let's see. Mix, 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 mix. Okay, I think it's almost finished mixing. What do you guys think? What color is it? Or what colors does yours look like? Did you do the same colors that I'm doing? I'm super curious what yours looks like. So mine still looks a little bit red. It didn't really mix together so much. Usually when you mix yellow and red together, it makes orange. I guess this is a little bit orange, but it's not really super orange. If you wanted to make orange, a better way to do it would probably be to mix the yellow and the red together in a cup and then pour it on the Play-Doh. Then you would probably be able to make it better orange. But we did make it look different, and that's cool too. Okay, what about the red? What could we add to the red? Let's try mixing red and blue together. Let's see what that would make. All right, let's mix some blue in, and we'll add a little bit more red because it's a pretty light red. Okay, let's see what it's going to be. Mix, mix, mix. I wonder. Mix, mix, mix. Some friends might already know what happens when you mix red and blue together. I don't know. Let's see. It's going to be a bit of a mystery. Mix, mix, mix. If you have other colors at home that work, if you got their food coloring or watercolor paint, you could put those in too and you could see what happens. You might have even more than just these four that we have. Okay, let's see. This is an interesting looking color. You could still see some of the light red or the pink that was from before, but I think the rest of it is turning a little bit purple. That's cool. So I guess that red and blue together make purple. Okay. That's pretty cool. And let's see. I think we can leave the blue and the green the way they are because they look pretty nice. But maybe we'll just add a little more to this green one and see if we can make it a dark green. That's that. Mix it up all together. Mix, mix, mix. Oh yeah, this is looking darker. See, after you're finished playing with the Play-Doh and you're done with the color that you have, you can make a whole new color with the same Play-Doh. And then it's like you get to play with something new. This is so soft and squishy. Still a little bit warm, even though it's mostly cooled down. Okay, so now we have all our Play-Dohs we can put away the food coloring, or we can just put it over here. And I'll show you something cool that we can do with these so you can play with them using the things that you have at home. So, see you later, food coloring. Now, usually in school we use rolling pins to flatten out the Play-Doh and cutters to cut the Play-Doh and little pokers to make holes in the Play-Doh. So I'll show you 3 things that I have here that you could use if you don't have that kind of tools at home. So take off my gloves because we finished mixing in the colors. And if you don't have a rolling pin at home, you can use a can. You don't want to put the can directly on the Play-Doh because it might be dirty on the outside. So you could take a piece of foil, wrap it around, make sure to cover all the edges. See, I wrapped it at the bottom, and I'll wrap it at the top. And now it's ready. Which one do you think we should flatten first? I like how the blue one looks. Let's make that super flat. Push. Hey, how's that? Does that look like we rolled it with a rolling pin? Push. You can really also just flatten it with your hands, but sometimes it's fun to use a tool. Look, you can push that one down. Make it super, super flat. Super, super flat. All right, now I think we're ready for some cutters. So look what I have here. This is a plastic knife. A plastic knife makes a great cutter. You can cut lines in it. Lines. You can make a letter like an M. M, M, M. You can roll up your Play-Doh and cut slices like this. Slice, slice, slice. There's some things that you can do with a knife for a cutter. You can also use a fork to poke holes in it. Poke, 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 which is also something that we do with matzah, right? Poke, 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 poke. Would you like to eat some of my matzah? And you can also use other things. You can use a muffin tin. You can put different pieces of Play-Doh inside and pretend like you're making muffins. I'm going to make a blue muffin, and a purple muffin, and an orange muffin, and I'm going to make 2 green muffins, and I think I'll do 1 more purple one. And you know what else you can do? You can use all sorts of things you have at home. You have really tiny, super small cupcake liners. You can take them out and fill them with the Play-Doh too. You can see how many you can put inside. You can make birthday cupcakes, or you can make a special treat for somebody. You can even mix the colors together and put little sprinkles on top. I'm going to put some purple sprinkles on my blue cupcake. But just remember, if you mix all the colors together, it's not going to look like that color anymore. But if you want to do it a little bit, that can be fun. And if you have toys at home that your grown-ups let you put inside the Play-Doh, it works better if they're the kind of toys that aren't sticky or soft. If they're a hard toy, then they can probably go in the Play-Doh. Like, I have this cute little rubber ducky, and he's a hard toy, so it's not gonna get stuck to him, so he can go in the Play-Doh. All right, rubber ducky, which one do you want to go in? I want to go in the blue one. All right, well, he has a blue folder, so I think he wants to go in the blue one. Okay, rubber ducky, you want to sit on top there? What do you guys think? Does he look cozy? All right, so that is some ways that you can play with the Play-Doh at home. And before you play with it, you can make it. Now you know how to make it. You can make it again if you want to make more Play-Doh. If you wanted to make a lot of one color, you can make it again. You can keep it in a Ziploc bag, or if you put it in the fridge, it will last longer. But this will last for a few days for sure. And if you have an airtight container, you can put it in that. It won't be as soft for that long, but it will stay nice and able to play with. Have a great day.